Hey guys, it's ItsSMOGONdevo back at it with some more practice battles. Like I said at the end of the last video, here we are actually going to feature some Pokemon that I haven't really messed around with a whole lot or haven't touched since the beginning of Rainbow Cup. So expect a few interesting picks here. You're going to see Charizard, for example, come up again. Kind of excited to use him. Not a whole lot to say, as usual. I'm just trying to work on bumping out these practice videos for you guys so that I can focus on Jungle Cup and other Rainbow Cup content faster. So let's jump into these battles and not waste any time. Alright, let's jump into these battles right over here. We're going to actually switch it up a little bit, like I said at the start of the video. Try out some older stuff, see if I'm actually missing out on anything. A little bit of new things too we'll try out. But we're going to go ahead and go with this Charizard, Exeggutor, and Lanturn team. I'm pretty settled on Ninetales, but I wanted to make sure. So I decided to mess around with Charizard for this battle. We catch the Exeggutor lead. Brings in Lapras, not the greatest switch. So I'm going to just try to burn a shield here. I'm a little bit slow so we can get off this Surf. So of course I'll shield. Then I go for this Dragon Claw. Get the shield, so I'll switch out to Lanturn right here. Pretty easy matchup for Lanturn, so I can safely farm away now that he's locked in. Not gonna shield. But it's Dragon Pulse Lapras, which is cool. It's supposed to help you out with this Lanturn matchup, but doesn't save you. This would be that one niche pick where I actually think I'd want Dragon Pulse for this cup. But again, it still doesn't save you, so... Lanturn here, I'm going to get this second Thunderbolt off versus his Exeggutor now. Do a massive chunk to his health. He will be able to knock out my Lanturn, unfortunately. So now I'm just thinking, I decide to bring in Charizard and try to farm him down a bit. And I can farm him down before he gets that Psychic. I go straight away for a Dragon Claw. And now I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can. Get greedy and try to get a Blast Burn. So now my Charizard will go down. But now I can safely farm away his Lanturn. It's going to be a Thunderbolt coming out, I believe. As long as I shield it, I should be able to get to my second Seed Bomb before he's able to get to another Thunderbolt. So go for the first Seed Bomb, and of course he's going to shield. But I do have my second one almost ready, which I'll be able to get off now. So we get that second Seed Bomb and not get his Lanturn. So I like Charizard, it has a lot of pressure, but I'm not sold on dropping it for Ninetales yet. This time we're actually going to try something completely new, Meganium. I've been hearing a lot of talk for it recently, so I wanted to get in on the action. So I'm going to go ahead and lead Meganium with Azu and Charizard at the back. Still messing around with that Charizard. I catch the Fortress lead. This is a pretty cool matchup for me. I pull the impossible off with my Meganium actually. So I'm building to this Earthquake and I launch it out straight away. Of course he's going to shield. So now I'm trying to get to a second one. And I actually can get to it. So I shield this knowing I'll be able to launch another Earthquake. He gets a bit greedy and lets me get that far. But because he got so greedy, I can get to a second Earthquake and force a shield, which was my intention. Now I'm going to switch out into Charizard here. Chip him down a little bit with those Fire Spins. I'll bring in Lapras. So straight away for this Blast Burn. He doesn't shield it and takes a huge chunk on his Lapras. I am going to shield because I can save my Charizard for Fortress later. Chip down Lapras a little bit. Get some stored energy here too. He has no shield, so I'm thinking that I'll just try to get as much damage on whatever comes in with the Blast Burn. Do a massive chunk to Quag, and I just want to chip it down as much as I can. So go for a Dragon Claw here. I can't get to a second Dragon Claw, so he will be able to take down my Zard. Bring back in Meganium though. Do a quick switch, so I'll switch as well to Azu. No shields here. Earthquake's gonna hurt a bit, but Azu shrugs it off. Get this Ice Beam off. Take out that fortress. Now he just has Quag in the back, and I have Meganium chilling. So I will be able to actually knock out Quag with fast moves to take that match. Jumping into the next one, we go ahead with Slowpoke again. Bring him back with a golden pair behind him. Double Confusion users is kind of weird. I haven't rocked that since like the first week of Rainbow Cup. I wanted to see how much I was actually missing Slowpoke, so I lead it into his Venomoth. He switches out into Venusaur. So I'm thinking this is a good matchup for me even still. I don't really want to switch out. Just going to farm him down with fast moves. Go for this Psyshock here. He won't shield it, and he'll bring back in his Venomoth now, so same thing, I'm going to try to get a Psyshock off. Poke's now taken out a Mon, and I do believe I get the shield here too, so Poke's gotten a Mon down and drawn a shield. I think it's done more than enough. It's going to use Silverwind. Kind of cool to see. I'll bring in Executor now though and just chip down this Venomoth. He has a Charizard in the back, so I'm trying to build to Psychic, and I can get to it. A lot of times I've been just short, getting knocked out with Fire Spin damage. He'll shield it, which was the smart move, but I do have an Azu in the back, so his Zard's not really going to be able to do anything to me. Chip him down with Bubbles. I'm not even going to burn his shield because I know Azu can tank this Blast Burn coming in. And then we'll take out that Zard. Move on to the next match, featuring Slowpoke once again with Zard and Azu in the back. I still kind of like Charizard, I'm not going to lie. It's really cool and it puts on a ton of pressure with how fast those Dragon Claws and Blast Burns come out. But what's setting me back is just that it's not that bulky and really can't threaten the water types with much. Like Ninetales has Psyshock and Solar Beam to fight back with, but Zard's kind of like not as prepared. It does have Dragon Claw, but anyways, we lead Slowpoke into Lapras. Stay tuned for those Lapras videos. They are coming. I just didn't want to keep things too stagnant or stale with picks I've been using in the 3s. You've seen that Golden team a lot, the Dream team come up a lot, so I wanted to give you guys some variation before the cup's over. Meganium comes in, I shield this Earthquake, not trying to take it and figure out how much damage it does. Farm that Meganium though. Waiting to see what he brings in, goes straight away for a Blast Burn. Brings in Zard. He's not going to shield, thinking I guess I was going to bait. But now I can get a Dragon Claw and I hope force a shield. Do get that shield. I do have a huge energy lead on him, so even if he tries to Blast Burn me, I should survive. Or actually, I think I would die at that range, but goes for Dragon Claw. I figure Zard's done enough. I don't really want to burn a shield. Get that final shield from him, then I'm actually able to suicide with the Zard. Bring back in Slowpoke here. He has the Lapras, so I can get a Psyshock off here. Slowpoke putting in work still. Chip down that Lapras considerably. I don't really want to burn a shield on Slowpoke right here. Instead, I want to bring in Azu and try to farm up his Lapras. Actually, I didn't even need to farm up his Lapras, it's his last Mon, so Azu will just knock it down with fast moves. Alright, cool, so now let's jump into this next match. Gonna test out Double Spray with Meganium in the back. Kinda cool, bringing back Tentacruel and still trying out that Meganium. Go ahead and lead Quag into a Lapras. My friend here was also testing out Lapras as well. Just trying to get some piggyback and energy lead on him. He's doing the same thing to me. So I get tired of waiting and I decide to go straight for an acid spray. He doesn't fall for it. He knows my playstyle pretty well. Goes for that surf, and now I'm actually going to go for a second acid spray. Just trying to draw a shield, really. Doesn't fall for it again. So I figure Quag's done enough now. Not going to waste any more shields on him. Trying desperately to build to a Stone Edge. I go for the acid spray thinking I wouldn't have made it to Stone Edge, but clearly I could have. Do get a shield for no reason. But now I can bring in Tentacruel and just farm up some energy here. Tentacruel is not afraid of Lapras at all. So I'll let him use all this energy and just farm him down as much as I can. Brings in Venusaur. So I don't really want to switch to Meganium, obviously. Goes Frenzy Plant. Now, most people would probably Acid Spray here, but I decide to capitalize on that belief and go for a Hydro Pump and nearly knock out that Venusaur. Make a quick switch to Meganium. Trying to catch that Frenzy Plant. Very, very good switch. Now I can farm him down with fast moves. Build up some energy here. Go straight away for a Frenzy Plant into his Lapras. He has no choice but to shield that. And I can actually knock him down with that Vine Whip damage. Meganium's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie, but losing that head-to-head with Venusaur has me not really wanting to run it. I understand the confusion argument, but where it actually doesn't lose to the confusion users, but it's just losing to Venusaur is what's holding me back. But anyways, we're gonna end the match right there. Yeah, so that's going to be it for the battles. Got to see a few things return. We saw that Slowpoke and Charizard. Messed around with Meganium a little bit too, and I do like it, I have to say. Not sure I want to run it, just because I don't really like that it loses to Venusaur. But it's a pretty good Mon in any cup it's going to come into, just because of how bulky it is. But yeah, the next video is going to feature some more off-meta picks, or a little bit of the older Mon. So stay tuned for those. That's it for me. If you want to leave a like or comment on the video, please do so. And don't forget to subscribe. Take care for now, guys.